We're going to cover the records module and therms. A record is a person, property, or vehicle, and records are used for managing information that are related to people, property, and vehicles, and tracking them in therms. Users can create records, they can link to them or from them, they can comment on them, and they can document information about a record, and that can be used to later look up records to see any affiliations, links, or historical interactions between locations, for example, common trespassers or vehicle that has been cited for parking or a towing violation in the past. So what I'll walk through here is actually I'll jump into the admin section and show you where you can activate the records module in case it's not. So if I go to modules, I find the records option here. If I unselect it, I'm deactivating it, and I notice it goes away in the list. So I'll actually activate the records module. Now I can go here to records, and I can see a list of all my records. So the first thing I'm going to walk through is actually creating a new record. So if I click the new record button, I have three options here: person, property, and vehicle. So I'll first cover property because it's a pretty short record option. A common use for property may be like a lost and found. If a security officer is working on a property and they find a bicycle and they want to bring it back to the security office and attach it to a report, so it's documented. Maybe some images can be attached there. So they would give it a description of bicycle, and or they can say lost or found, and we can say trek, and it's a mountain bike. Color is black, and quantity 1, size adult, estimated value, and I can say found near pool. If I had an image, I would attach it. So I'll save this record, and then I can see here that I actually have a record created. I've got comments here, and this is the comment that I left on it, found near pool. I can see that there's no links actually yet to this, and there also is only one lookup. A lookup is when a user in the system comes and looks up this record. So I do have some options. I can edit or delete this record, but I'm going to leave it like this for now. So what I'll do is I'll jump over to report, because one of the most important things is actually linking a record. And if I go here and I create a new location report, and I will say Ashton Apartments, I'm going to add an entry. And I'm just going to put, actually, let's go back. Let's do a foot patrol entry. And we start foot patrolling. Patrolled pool area. Found bicycle. Oh, can't spell today. Property. Nope, I don't think I have any activity types for this. Let's just say information only then. So the next option here is a link records button. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to drop down this link records, and I can see that I have my bike here that I just created in that record. There's also some other records here. This is actually a search field, so if I wanted to search for other records, I could do that here. I'm going to go ahead and link the bike, and I'm going to save it. And what that did was it linked the bike record into this report. So if I go back to the records here, and I go to property, at the very top I've got my bike that I just created. If I click on this, now I go to links, I can see that there's a report entry linked to this record. So again, we're just using a simple example with a property, but you can see where this can be really useful with things like people or vehicles. For example, a vehicle that is commonly misparked or cited for towing. You can see all the times that it was documented in a report. You can also see all the times that it was looked up, or any comments that have been made. Maybe there was a comment in here, this vehicle belongs to resident in unit 122. This will just give us some good information, and this is how security officers can communicate and relay things along to each other. So that's pretty much it for records. They're straightforward, and they can be attached to a lot of different areas in the system. So for example, if you're creating a location bolo or a dispatch record, and you actually have a record that you want to attach to a certain area of the system, you can do that, and it'll show up in the links. If you have any questions or you're looking for more help, check out the website in the support section.